Here we have a simple profile page that we are reaching once we successfully log in. But notice that even when we're not logged in, right, we have access to all these various links. Um, so for instance, if we stop the server and restart, right, notice that I'm not logged in now, right? But I still have access to the profile link and the admin link. I should not have access to that, right? Also notice that I have both register and login there. You might want to show them at different portions, right? Depending on whether the user exists or not, right? So what we'd like to be able to do is, if the user is already logged in, if we know who it is, we would like to hide the register and the login page. So what we can do here is that we can go to the to where those links live, right? And let's see these two, right? Register and login. So if the user already exists, for instance, we like to be able to hide both of those links, right? So what we could do is wrap these two, right, in a span and say that I want to hide these, right? Sorry, ng hide if there is a current user. If there's a current user, then I don't want to see this, right? So notice the current user, if it isn't, this is either null or 0 or empty string. But if the current user exists, then we're going to hide that. In contrast, the profile, we would like to show the profile only when we want to ng show if the current user exists, right? If you remember, it is the controllers that determine the existence or not of the current user, depending on whether user has successfully logged in. So let's see if we reload that. Notice that we haven't logged in, so the profile page link is not there. I guess we could say that the admin should live under here as well. Oops. Depending if you're an admin or not. So yeah, so we can log in and say that we are Dan and Dan. We say login. Notice that the two other links go away, but now the profile and the admin links are there. So there. So that's an easy way that we can control whether a certain set of links are shown or not, depending on the roles, or depending on whether people are logged in or not. Now the admin, what we could do is that only show the admin if the current user's roles includes admin. Now, if I remember correctly, none of our users had roles. Yeah, they all have students, right? So let's make one of these an admin, right? So let's take Dan here, right? So we'll say db.user. Find or updates, say updates, the user that has username Dan, right? So we'll say username Dan. Right? I like to change them Dan so that I'm going to set their roles. Right? I want to set it to an array that includes not only a student, but he's also, well, actually, let's make Dan faculty. Faculty, right, and they are admin. Okay? And then we're going to close that, the roles, and close the set, and that's the parentheses, right? Let's see that. Okay, so looks like we were able to change Dan. Where's Dan? There's Dan, right, with the roles of admin. Now that we do have at least one admin here, we can go back to the client and say if the user, we can hide this. We can say only show admin, right? So let's take admin out here. Let's say span, ng show if the current user dot roles.index of, right? So if in that array you have the admin word in there, right? If this is greater than -1, right, then I want to show the link. Because this is not very secure. So we'll make this a little more smarter in a bit. So anyway, so let's reload that. Let's restart the server. We need like a log out, right? So reload. Oops. Reload. There we go. So if I log in as anyone else, right? Let's see who else is there. We have Dan. Right? We have Charlie. We have Bob. So Bob certainly it doesn't have any role. So we'll say just say Bob and Bob. We click on login. We can say I'm logged in as Bob, right? But if I log in as Dan, notice that I have the admin. But if I log in as Bob, notice I don't have the admin link, right? Because I don't have that particular role. So yeah. So the only other thing that we need is the logout page, and we'll do that in a minute.